Baiju Bavra, the Great Singer. This story occurred many years ago. Once there was a group of sadhus who would sing religious hymns, and they experienced peace at heart. Once in Delhi, they were walking on the streets minding their own business and singing about God's greatness. As they were walking along, out of nowhere popped out a handful of soldiers who grabbed the sadhus and said, "No one has the right to sing out loud like this in Delhi. One must compete with the great Tansen if they want to sing." The soldiers dragged the sadhus to the king's court. Reaching the king's court, the sadhus competed against Tansen. They lost miserably. As a result, they were all sentenced to the death penalty. In the group of sadhus was one young child. Tansen had compassion on this child, and thus he was set free. The child cried and walked away into the forest. In the forest, he met a sadhu by the name of Haridas. Haridas asked the child, "What's your name?" He replied, "My name's Baiju Bavra." Then Baiju put forth his desire and said, I want to learn music." Haridas said, "I'll teach you music." Baiju learned from the great Haridas. Many years down the line, Baiju became an expert musician. Baiju finished learning music from Haridas, and it was time for him to start his career. At that time, Baiju had to give his guru a donation. Haridas asked, "I have taught you the knowledge of music. Whatever you do not use it in any way where it hurts anyone. Promise me this much." Baiju's intentions were completely different. Though he was an ideal disciple, and he promised to live according to the Guru's desire. Baiju returned back to Delhi. He competed against Tansen with the stipulation that whoever lost would have to face the death penalty. Baiju sat down to sing, and he sang so well that the deer from the forest sprung with joy and came to listen to him sing. Baiju put a garland of roses on one of the deer. The deer ran away back into the forest. Baiju said, "If Tansen brings that garland back, only then will he be believed to be a true singer." Tansen sang like he never sang in his life. It was mind-boggling. Yet, the deer did not return from the forest. Tansen said, "You must have trained that deer." Baiju started singing again, and the deer came back. Baiju took the garland off of the deer. Tansen admitted to his defeat and was ready to be punished, though Baiju had compassion for Tansen and set him free. Tansen regretted how he had behaved and asked for his forgiveness. Baiju accepted his forgiveness, and he walked away into the forest, singing in his beautiful, sweet voice. We should never become egocentric because of our talents and skills. Whatever we have is all due to God's grace. Therefore, we should never make anyone feel bad from the talents and skills that we have attained.